Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to the HZ English Pod. I'm Sophie, and oh my goodness, do I have good news for you today.
And I'm Liam. Sophie, you sound super excited. What's going on?
Well, I just realized something. You know what people always ask me? They say, Sophie, how can I sound more natural when I tell stories in English? And guess what the secret is?
Ooh, let me guess. The past tense?
Exactly. So today, we're diving deep into this simple past tense. But here's the thing. We're not just going to talk about grammar rules. That's boring.
Thank goodness. So what are we doing instead?
We're going to tell real stories, share funny memories, and you'll pick up the past tense naturally. Sound good?
Perfect. But before we jump in, folks, if you're enjoying this podcast, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out.
Yes, and drop us a comment telling us where you're from and why you're learning English. We read every single one.
All right, Sophie, so you want real stories. I've got one for you. Last weekend was, well, it was a disaster.
Oh no, what happened?
Okay, so Saturday morning, I woke up really late, like 11 a.m. I looked at my phone and I had 15 missed calls from my mom.
15? Were you supposed to be somewhere?
Yes, my sister's birthday brunch. I completely forgot. So I jumped out of bed, threw on some clothes, didn't even brush my teeth, by the way, and I ran out the door.
Hold on. Let me stop you there because you just used some really great past tense verbs. Did everyone hear those? Liam said, I woke up, I looked, I had, I jumped, I threw, and I ran. Those are all past tense.
Nice catch. And you know what? Some of those are regular verbs like looked and jumped. We just add ed. But others are irregular like ran and threw.
Exactly. But don't worry about memorizing that right now. Just listen and notice the patterns. Okay, Liam, continue your disaster story.
Right. So I ran to catch the bus, but guess what? I forgot my wallet at home.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I didn't have any money. I walked all the way to the restaurant. It took me 40 minutes. When I finally arrived, I was sweaty, tired, and my family just stared at me.
Were they mad?
My mom was, but my sister thought it was hilarious. She said I looked like I'd just finished a marathon. The whole thing was so embarrassing.
That is such a good story. And notice how Liam used negative past tense too. I didn't have any money. When we want to say something didn't happen in the past, we use didn't plus the base verb.
Right, not I didn't had. That's wrong. It's I didn't have. The verb goes back to its base form.
You know what I love talking about in the past tense? Childhood memories. Liam, what did you love doing when you were a kid?
Oh man, when I was about 7 or 8, my best friend and I built a tree house in his backyard.
A tree house? That's so cool. Did you actually build it yourselves?
Well, sort of. His dad helped us a lot, but we carried the wood, we painted it bright blue, and we even made a sign that said, "No girls allowed."
Classic. I bet his sister loved that.
She hated it. She threw water balloons at us from her window. It became this whole war. We spent every summer afternoon up in that treehouse reading comics and eating snacks.
That sounds amazing. What happened to the treehouse?
A big storm destroyed it when I was about 10. The whole thing fell down. We were so sad.
Aw, but what a beautiful memory. Okay, so let me share one of mine. When I was little, maybe 5 years old, my grandparents lived on a farm.
A farm? That must have been fun.
It was incredible. Every summer, my parents sent me there for 2 weeks. I woke up every morning to the sound of roosters, and I helped my grandmother feed the chickens.
Did you like the chickens?
I was terrified of them. They always chased me. But there was this one chicken, we called her Rosie, and she was so sweet. She followed me everywhere, like a little dog.
A chicken named Rosie. Did you do anything else on the farm?
Oh, tons of things. I rode my grandfather's old bicycle around the fields. I picked strawberries, and at night we sat outside and watched the stars. There was no city noise, no lights, just the sound of crickets and the beautiful night sky.
That sounds magical, Sophie. Do your grandparents still have the farm?
No, they sold it about 10 years ago, but those memories stayed with me forever. Actually, that's one thing I love about the past tense. It lets us keep those moments alive through stories.
That's beautiful. And you know what? Both of us just used so many past tense verbs naturally. We said built, helped, carried, painted, threw, destroyed, lived, woke up, fed, chased, rode, picked, sat, and watched.
Exactly, and that's the key. When you tell real stories, the past tense just flows out naturally. You don't have to think too hard about it.
Speaking of stories, Sophie, tell me about your best vacation ever.
Ooh, that's easy. 3 years ago, I went to Japan with my 2 best friends.
Japan, that's on my bucket list. What did you do there?
Everything. We started in Tokyo. We stayed in this tiny hotel room. Like, I'm talking tiny. We could barely move. But it was right in the middle of Shibuya, so we didn't care.
Did you see the famous crossing?
Of course. We crossed it like 20 times. Every time felt special. And the food, Liam, oh my goodness, the food. We ate ramen every single day, sometimes twice a day.
Now I'm hungry. What else did you do?
We went to Kyoto and visited all these ancient temples. One morning, we got up super early, like 5 a.m., to see this bamboo forest at sunrise.
Was it worth waking up that early?
Absolutely. The forest was empty, just us and the bamboo. The light came through the trees, and it was so peaceful. I took hundreds of photos.
That sounds incredible. Did anything funny happen on the trip?
Oh, yes. So we tried to use Google Translate to order food at this small restaurant, but we messed up and accidentally ordered 10 bowls of rice instead of 1.
10 bowls?
Yes, the waiter brought them all out and we just looked at each other like, what did we do? We felt so bad. We tried to eat it all, but only finished about half.
That's hilarious. Okay, so my best vacation was actually a road trip across the United States.
A road trip? How long did you go for?
3 weeks. My brother and I rented a car and drove from New York all the way to California. We stopped in about 15 different cities.
That's ambitious. What was your favorite stop?
Probably the Grand Canyon. We camped there for 2 nights. We hiked down into the canyon, which was amazing, but coming back up, that was brutal. I thought my legs were going to fall off.
I believe it. Did you guys fight at all during the trip?
Oh, constantly. My brother drove me crazy. He always wanted to stop at every weird roadside attraction. We literally visited a museum dedicated to corn.
Corn museum?
Yes, but you know what? Those are the memories I cherish most, the weird, unexpected moments.
That's so true. And notice, everyone, how we're using past tense to describe specific finished actions. We went, we stayed, we ate, we visited, we drove, we camped, we hiked. All of these happened and finished in the past.
Okay, Sophie, let's give our listeners some practical tips. How can they practice the past tense at home?
Great question. Here's my favorite exercise. Every night before bed, think about 3 things you did that day. Just say them out loud in English.
Like, today I cooked pasta, I called my friend, and I watched a movie.
Perfect. And don't worry if you make mistakes. The important thing is to practice. You can also keep a simple journal. Write 3 or 4 sentences about your day.
Another tip, watch English TV shows or movies and pay attention to how people tell stories. Listen for those past tense verbs.
Yes, and here's something important. Don't stress about irregular verbs. You know, the ones that don't follow the ED rule.
Like go becomes went, not goed.
Exactly. You'll learn these naturally over time. Just focus on the common ones first. Went, ate, drank, saw, made, took, came, gave.
And remember, making mistakes is part of learning. Even native speakers had to learn these patterns when they were kids.
Absolutely. You know what? Let's do a quick practice round right now. Liam, I'll say a sentence in present tense and you change it to past tense.
I'm ready.
Okay, I eat breakfast every morning.
I ate breakfast this morning.
Perfect. Next one, she goes to the gym.
She went to the gym.
Great. One more, they watch TV together.
They watched TV together.
Excellent. See how easy that was? Everyone listening, try this at home. Make it a game.
Wow, Sophie, we covered a lot today. We talked about disasters, childhood, vacations, and even did some practice.
We did. And the main thing I want everyone to remember is this. The past tense isn't scary. It's just a tool for sharing your life.
Right. Whether you're telling someone about your weekend, your childhood, or your last vacation, you're using the same patterns.
And remember, regular verbs just add ed, like walked, talked, cooked. Irregular verbs are special, like went, ate, saw, and you'll learn them with practice.
Before we go, we want to hear from you. Leave us a comment and tell us about something you did last weekend. Use the past tense.
Yes, or tell us about your favorite childhood memory. We read every comment, and it's great practice for you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the HC English Pod. We post new episodes every week to help you improve your English.
Share this with your friends who are learning English too. The more, the merrier.
All right, everyone. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and don't be afraid of mistakes.
We'll see you next time on the HZ English Pod.
Bye, everyone.
See you soon.